Meghan had gone rogue. She bypassed protocol, ignored professional advice, and doubled down on a campaign no one else believed in. Her team saw it as career suicide. She saw it as the only way to regain control. The real irony? It all started because of a video most people had already forgotten. That original pregnancy clip, mocked for its awkward angles and strange baby bump, was fading from memory. But instead of letting it go, Meghan brought it back with full force, turning it into a joke with a pillow and a punchline. All she really did was remind people why they stopped paying attention in the first place. Even her closest allies were getting uneasy. One insider revealed that Meghan had become obsessed with going viral again. Not for the message or the art, but just for the attention. She was measuring everything by the number of comments it generated, not whether it was actually good. The deeper she dove in, the more isolated she became. Even people who had stood by her for years started asking the same question. What's the end game here? Because if the goal was respect, redemption, or even just relevance, this wasn't the way. This was something else entirely. And it didn't look good. The Instagram rollout was supposed to be flawless. Meghan had timed the launch to the minute, graphics, captions, scheduled posts, the whole package. But when it was time to upload the video, nothing happened. Silence. Her agent had apparently blocked her access to the content management dashboard, locking her out of the upload. A digital standoff began. She fired back, even hinting she might take her brand in a new direction. But her team held the line. They weren't about to be complicit in something that could destroy her image for good. Meghan, however, wasn't interested in protecting her brand anymore. She wanted a moment, something that would jolt the internet, and she was convinced this video was it. So when doors started closing, she did what she always does. She found another way. She reached out to a small boutique media agency in Los Angeles, known for pushing controversial campaigns and viral shock content. They were more than happy to help. Within 48 hours, they had helped her develop a leak strategy, completely bypassing her team. If she couldn't post it on her official page, she'd accidentally leak it to a gossip account with a massive following, just like she planned. A 3-minute video shot in a dimly lit living room showing Meghan lip-syncing a custom rap, fake baby bump and all. She dances. She laughs. She pulls out the pillow like she's performing a magic trick. Then comes the punchline. This one's fake. The other one wasn't. Still want to talk? Fade to black. Within hours, the video racked up millions of views, but not the kind she wanted. The internet exploded with secondhand embarrassment. Memes flooded Twitter. Reaction videos appeared within the hour. One YouTuber called it the worst self-owned since Ja Rule tried to clap back at Eminem. Another said, I can't tell if this is a parody of herself or if she's dead serious. Either way, I need to bleach my eyes. Season 2 had just completed reshoots and was moving into final edits. Executives were livid. Crisis meetings erupted. Ted Sarandos reportedly ordered an internal review of the Sussex deal to assess whether Meghan had violated any terms by releasing potentially damaging content. Brands that had been considering partnerships suddenly vanished. PR agencies began to distance themselves. And the most shocking part? Meghan believed it was a success. She posted a smug Instagram story featuring a quote about reclaiming power through authenticity, completely unaware that she had just burned through what little goodwill she had left. Meanwhile, Prince Harry, silent through all the chaos, was reportedly humiliated. Friends close to the couple claimed he pleaded with her not to release the video. He warned her it would blow up in her face. He even tried to bring back their former publicist to do damage control. But Meghan wasn't interested in playing it safe anymore. In the end, the video wasn't a comeback. It wasn't bold. It wasn't even humorous. It was just sad. A desperate move from someone who once had the world at her feet, now dancing alone in front of a phone camera, trying to reclaim something that had slipped away long ago. Meghan wanted the world to know she was still here, and she succeeded, but not in the way she imagined. Not with dignity, not with applause, just a wave of digital mockery. And not the kind that laughs with you, the kind that laughs at you. Her grand comeback strategy? A fake baby bump and a rap track. Meghan Markle, once the symbol of royal rebellion, was now spiraling so wildly that even her own team was slamming on the brakes. But let's take a step back for a moment. What exactly is going on behind the scenes of Meghan's collapsing social media spectacle? Apparently, Meghan believed that the best way to recover from the endless criticism, especially that infamous pregnancy video that went viral for all the wrong reasons, was to double down. Not with an apology, not with a graceful clapback, but with what she thought was a clever parody. A brand new video, lip syncing to a rap track, dancing with a giant fake baby bump, then pulling a pillow out from under her shirt and smugly announcing, "This one's fake, but the other one wasn't." How's that for authenticity? You couldn't make this up if you tried. To Meghan, it was self-deprecating humor meant to win over the critics. She called it reverse psychology, but her manager and agent were horrified. So much so that they went directly to Netflix to sound the alarm. And when your own team turns against you in the middle of a campaign, that's when you know the ship is sinking fast. What made it even worse was the sheer amount of effort Meghan put into the project. This wasn't improvised. She hired editors, brought in songwriters, and even tried to craft an original rap. It wasn't a one-time stunt. It was intended to be the launchpad for a 20-part Instagram series she planned to roll out over the next year. 20 videos, spaced out every few weeks, all part of her ambitious strategy to rebrand and reclaim the spotlight. But here's the twist. She did it all without her team's knowledge. They only found out once the footage had already been shot. And when they saw what she was doing, they were stunned. There was no strategy, no professionalism, just a desperate grab for virality, dressed in bad taste and completely tone-deaf execution. Those close to her warned she was playing with fire, that this parody could wipe out the last remnants of her credibility. But Meghan didn't care. She was fully committed. In her view, it would silence the trolls and show she still controlled her narrative. What's even more surprising, the video wasn't filmed in a studio or on a set. It looked like a random living room. Maybe hers, maybe a friend's. The vibe was less high-profile comeback, more 2 a.m. TikTok filmed by a college student. And the fact that Meghan, once a royal with the world's attention, believed this could rebuild her brand was simply heartbreaking. Even the timing was reckless. Netflix was rushing to wrap up reshoots, all while this viral mess loomed over the series like a storm cloud. Reportedly, Meghan warned Netflix executives that she planned to release the parody once her contract ended, regardless of what anyone said. Her target was October, with or without backing. Netflix wasn't just nervous, they were furious. Executives flagged the video as a potential PR disaster. Meghan's team, now in panic mode, begged her to shelve the idea. But she stood firm. Insiders say she believed it was a power move. In her own words, "Everyone's going to talk about it either way. Might as well control the narrative." What she didn't see coming was just how much damage she was about to cause, especially to herself. Netflix insiders, already under scrutiny for partnering with the Sussexes, were briefed privately. There were even conversations about pulling season 2 altogether if the video leaked before the premiere. One executive reportedly put it bluntly, "She's not mocking herself. She's mocking us, our brand, our audience." And then, things got even more absurd. Meghan didn't just want to post the parody and walk away. She wanted it to be the launchpad for a whole new image, a complete reinvention. The idea was to cast herself as the misunderstood underdog who finally embraces the joke, owns it, and fires back with confidence and flair. It might have worked if she weren't already drowning in controversy and depleted public goodwill. Critics caught wind of the concept early and immediately called it what it was: performative damage control disguised as empowerment. The internet tore into it. From the cringeworthy rap to the pillow reveal, nothing was spared. "You can't parody what you never acknowledged," one viral comment read. Another quipped, "This is what it looks like when your PR team gives up." Still, Meghan refused to back down. She had already begun reaching out to micro-influencers and TikTok creators to help promote and support the video when it dropped. Some declined. Others said the energy was just too weird to be associated with. Even her usual allies in the press had gone silent. Meanwhile, her relationship with her agent and manager had completely unraveled. Sources say the trust had already been fragile, but this video shattered it entirely.